of the world, now I'm living. And the good just gets better, keeps on giving. Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah.
Hey there, it's Ann Perry, and today we're going to be talking about Master number 11's in love with a life path number 6. Is it compatible? Is it not? What do we need to know? Well, we need to know about ourselves. We need to know about the 6s. What are their needs? What are our needs? Where do we go from here? All right, do you want to find out? Let's go. So, what does the Master number 11 need? And short of repeating myself, because this is the 6th out of 9 videos I'm creating for you, I'm going to repeat myself very briefly, because I have repeated myself 5 times before this. The number 11, you guys need to control your environment. You need a peaceful and harmonious atmosphere. You need to have support so that you'll feel confident to be able to explore your creative potential. Remember, the life path number of 11 is all about the 2 1s. Now, the 2 1s are about embracing your creative potential and being confident with your creative potential so that you can inspire other people. So you're going to need support with that. You're going to need somebody who's just as loyal as you are, okay? You're going to need someone who loves romance. I'm talking chocolates. I'm talking wine. I'm talking about weekends away in hot tubs. I'm talking about being super romantic, because you guys have a real need to take care of your partners. Someone who is sensitive to the arts. The arts are very important to somebody who's an 11. And we want somebody who is strong, not a wimp, but somebody who's reasonably strong, who can hold their own and support you in this relationship. Okay, in all fairness, what does the 6 need? Well, the 6, they need to be of service to other people. They're going to want to be the boss of you, okay? They like to be the nurturer. They want to take care of you. Remember, when we look at that 6, that round belly of the number 6, that reminds us of a pregnant mom. The pregnant mom reminds us of the home and the nurturer. So when we're looking at somebody who has a life path number 6, we know that that person has a need not only to take control and to take care of you, but everybody else around you, especially when it regards to family. They want to take on the responsibility, especially as it relates to their own immediate family and your family too, and the work family and the school family and whatever family needs them, right? They need to be of service. They are control freaks. There's no question. They are very much the perfectionists. They like to have things done right. They are someone who can they need somebody who can gently refocus them from an idealistic perspective that they might have. 6s tend to be very positive people, and they see things in a certain way. They are very idealistic. They'll see a partner, for example, in one way, but if that partner disappoints them in any way, oh my, right? That cannot end so well, right? Because they really saw it and they really felt like they had it all figured out, and then all of a sudden they don't. Doesn't end very well. 6s really see things their way. Someone who can easily offer praise and constructive criticism. 6s are very sensitive, and they do not take criticism particularly well, because they like to run the ship. And so the captain doesn't like to be told that they're wrong, or that they, could have done things a little differently. So we have to be kind of careful when we're talking to a 6. So let's see, what does each of you bring to the relationship? Well, the life path number of 2 is going to bring in compassion. That's something that the 6s will appreciate. Sensitivity, absolutely. Spirituality, yeah, they appreciate that too. Creativity, the 6s are creative, especially when it comes to decor in the home. Understanding, they're great listeners. They can be very, very loyal, and they appreciate loyalty. Very inspiring, very passionate. Again, they're romantic, and they have a need for partnership. Now, the life path number 6, this is somebody who has an enormous appreciation of home and family. So I always tell the women, hey gals, if you are looking to hook up with a guy who's a 6 and his mama's still around, you want to know he's going to choose her before he chooses you. So if you're in a crisis and you're sitting at the kitchen table and you're bawling your eyes out because some tragedy has happened in your life, and the phone rings and someone is asking for their help, and this is your number 6 partner, your number 6 partner is going to go and help that person, okay? So you just have to know that. It's not that they don't care about you, but they just want to be able to take care of their friends and extended family as well. They have a huge love of animals, a huge love of gardening, usually a love of cooking and feeding groups. They love to nurture the group, so family gatherings is something that they really enjoy. Now, bear that in mind. The 11s aren't so crazy about huge gatherings all the time, but the 6s always like to have not just a few people around. They want everybody, man, dog, woman, and child, they want them there at the dinner table, right? All at the same time. I don't know how I didn't get that. My heart's desire is a 6, and I just choose not to cook. Anyway, they have a real gift of making you feel comfortable. The 6s love to nurture you and make you feel very warm and welcome and comfortable in their home. They're multitaskers, extremely good multitaskers. They're super responsible. Whoops, sorry. They're super responsible. They are multitaskers, extraordinary. Man, they can do 16 things all at the same time. Very caring nurturers, very devoted parents with a huge love of children. So you know that a 6 is typically going to be somebody who's going to want a family. The 11s, on the other hand, they don't always adjust to parenthood particularly well, because the 11 is somebody that really likes their quiet time. So bringing in a bunch of screaming kids all at the same time can really stress them out. So don't be surprised if you hook up with a 6 who's saying, I want a bunch of kids, and you're like, I don't know, right? Okay, so let's look at the negative aspects to the life path number 2 and the life path number 6. We just looked at the positive ones, so we have to, in all fairness, look at the negative ones so we can have our eyes wide open before we make any decisions as to whether a life path number 6 is going to be compatible with us. We know that the master number 11s, from the negative point of view, can be extremely hypersensitive. They are people pleasers, okay? This is going to make the 6 a happy person because they appreciate other people who try to take care of other people, who are nurturers as well. But it can become a bit of a problem because the 6, for example, if you're in a marriage and, say I'm in a marriage with somebody who is a 6, I'm an 11 and they're a 6, and there's something going on in my family, we've had a tragedy, something's happened or whatever. You want to know that my partner, who's the 6, is going to want to swoop in and save the day. That's just what they do, right? So you got to be prepared that they have a bit more of a need to be that person, to be in control, to be the head nurturer, if you will. The 11s, they're people pleasers, and they give to excess to the point of burnout. They do not want to be left alone. This part of the relationship can work really quite well because the 6s like to have people around, so that's no problem there. And the 2s need to have that person around, so that works well. The 2s can be very frustrated with their position in life. The 6s, on the other hand, if they see more potential in you than what you see in yourself, they're going to give you a hard time about that, okay? Because they will see you as being somebody really super successful and super talented, but if you don't see it within yourself, it might prove to be a bit of a problem. The 11s need partnership, so do the 6s. They can be a bit smothering, so can the 6s be. They set unrealistic standards for themselves. The 6s will set too high a standard, not only for themselves, but everybody else around them. They can suffer from depression due to self-perceived failures. Remember, the 11 signed up that contract that said, I'm going to do something amazing, but they go through their life going, I don't know what it is, right? The life path number 6, the negative side of the 6, is that they can be control freaks. They can be very harsh and very judgmental, very disillusioned in life. They might have signed up for this relationship, they got married, and all of a sudden you're not Prince Charming or Princess Charming, right? They don't take criticism well. They have huge expectations for themselves and others. They can be way too meddlesome in family matters. So it can be your family, it can be their family, it can be the neighbor's family. They get too involved in the drama. Okay, they do tend to create a lot of drama. And they do tend to judge people. If I was taking care of that, that would never have happened like that. I wish I had known about that because I would have done it differently, kind of thing. So they do kind of take on more than what they probably should. And they'll blame others to avoid taking on responsibility for actions. One of the things with the 6s you got to know is that the 6s are exceedingly responsible people. They take responsibility very, very seriously, but they need to learn when is it appropriate to step in and be responsible and when it is more appropriate to step back and just allow the chips to fall the way they may. And so, if you are going to be looking at involving yourself with a life path number 6 and you're an 11, you need to ask yourself this. Can I accept that the life path number 6 has a huge need to control what happens in the home? Can I give that up? Do I want children? Life path number 6s have a need to expand their families. Can I accept that he or she will likely have an excessive need to be the number one caregiver in his or her extended family? How will I feel if he or she continues to find fault in me and others? Remember, the 11s are already perfectionists and already extremely hard on themselves. So just be aware of that with the 6s. Will I be able to recognize that his or her superiority image is really his or her insecurities resurfacing? Do I have the skills to manage his or her insecurities? Will I be able to effectively help him or her to see things more clearly rather than the idealistic views that they have? Something to think about. That's it. That is the master number 11 when they connect themselves with a master number, with a life path number of 6. And I hope that you will like to stay in touch with me because I love to create community. I love to stay in touch with people and learn a little bit more about you guys too. So my website is www.annperrynumerologist.com. I also have a Facebook page. My Facebook page has new information on it every single day. So if you're a numerology keener like me, you're going to learn something new every day. I really hope that you'll subscribe to my channel. I have all kinds of new things to offer you. I can't wait. I'm about to launch some new courses coming up, and there's all kinds of really cool things coming down the pipe. I'm getting very inspired lately, so I hope that you'll join me with that. If you're looking to book a reading, just go to my website. It's super easy. You can just click on the reading that you're interested in. There's a sale on now, so you can check that out, and it's super easy. You can check out my calendar, see when I'm available, and I will make it happen for you. Any questions? Let me know. Post them down below. I'm happy to answer them for you. Take care, guys. I really appreciate you spending time with me today. Hoping you're having a great one. Take care.